Hey folks, it's Richard here from English with Richard. Have you ever been so anxious waiting for something that you could barely sit still? Maybe you were waiting for exam results, a job interview call, or that message from someone special. Well, there's a brilliant old idiom for that. On tenterhooks. Let's learn where it comes from, what it really means, and how you can use it confidently in conversation. So let's learn and grow. Dive in. The meaning of tenterhooks. If you're on tenterhooks, you're extremely anxious or in suspense, waiting nervously for something to happen. It's that feeling when your stomach twists and your heart races because you don't know what's coming next. Example, I've been on tenterhooks all weekend waiting to hear if I've got the job. Notice how this phrase captures that emotional tension. You're stretched, you're uneasy, you're caught between hope and fear. Origin. Now this is where it gets fascinating. Because the phrase isn't about being tender or hooks that hurt. No, it goes way back to the cloth making industry of the 14th and 15th centuries. Back then, newly woven wool was washed and needed to dry evenly. To stop it from shrinking, cloth makers stretched it tightly across a wooden frame called a tenter. The edges were fastened with metal hooks, tenterhooks. If the fabric sagged, it lost its shape. If it shrank, it tore. So the cloth was held in a state of constant tension, just like when you're nervously waiting for your exam results. That's how the expression on tenterhooks came to mean being in a state of suspense or strain. Common mistake. Now, I often hear people say on tenterhooks, but that's a mishearing. Tenterhooks might sound poetic, but they've got nothing to do with it. The real phrase is tenterhooks. Here's a tip. Think of the word tension. Both tension and tenterhooks start with ten. T-E-N. That's your memory anchor right there. C1, C2 example vocabulary. Let's see how you can use this idiom in a more advanced context. And I'll slip in a few high-level words while we're at it. Apprehensive, a C1 level, meaning worried or uneasy about something that might happen. She was apprehensive and on tenterhooks before her university interview. Anticipation, C1 level, a feeling of excitement or expectation about something that's coming. The crowd waited in anticipation on tenterhooks for the concert to begin. Excruciating, C2 level, something intensely painful or unbearable. The suspense was excruciating. We were on tenterhooks during the final minutes of the match. Notice how these words deepen your expression. They let you describe not just the idiom, but the intensity of the emotion. A mini story. Let me paint you a quick picture. Imagine a small English village 400 years ago. A weaver stands beside a long wooden frame, a tenter, carefully stretching a piece of cloth across it. He hooks each edge gently, ensuring it's perfectly pulled taut. The slightest slack could ruin weeks of work. Fast forward to today, and we're still using that same image to describe our own emotional tension. From medieval weavers to modern students, we've all been on tenterhooks. So, to wrap up, next time you're waiting nervously for something, don't just say I'm nervous. Say I'm on tenterhooks. It's vivid, it's historical, and it's authentically English. If you found this idiom enlightening, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. And drop a comment below using your on tenterhooks in your own sentence. Stay classy, stay curious, and always learn and grow. See you on the flip side. Ta-ra a bit.